Desiccation, osmotic pressure, and radiation are all ways to control microbial growth. First, we'll be talking about desiccation. Desiccation is the absence of water. So microbes cannot grow without water, and they cannot reproduce. But they can remain viable for years. In osmotic pressure, there is a use of a high concentration of salt or sugar and it's to preserve food. Now, in the environment, I'll abbreviate. We have hypertonic. And this is where the environment has a high concentration of salt. This is our cell. So the environment has a high concentration of salt. And water leaves the cell. And this causes the cell to shrink. Let's put here H2O leaves. All right, welcome to the study time portion of this video. We have desiccation and we have osmotic pressure. First off, with desiccation, there is no water in the environment. So when there's no water, there's no growth and no reproduction. So what we're going to do is use the N in desiccation for no. There's no water, so we're going to use the A and spell water. So there's no water, and because there's no water, there's no growth, so we're going to use the O. So there's no water, there's no growth, and there's no reproduction, so we're going to use the E in desiccation for reproduction. So desiccation, there's no water, which means there's no growth and no reproduction. On to osmotic pressure. Now I'm going to use the E in osmotic pressure in pressure, and we're going to spell hypertonic. Now hypertonic is where the environment has a lot of salt or sugar versus what's inside of the cell. Let's see. And this is our cell. Since there is a high concentration in the environment, that means that water will leave the cell, thus shrinking the cell. And you see this a lot in preserving foods. like strawberries, like strawberry jam. So let's recap. We have desiccation. There's no water in the environment, so there's no growth and no reproduction. Desiccation. In osmotic pressure, it's hypertonic, and it means that the environment has a high concentration of like salt or sugar, which means that the water that's inside the cell will leave the cell so that it can try to balance it out, and the cell will shrink. And you see this in preserving food, and specifically strawberry jam. So welcome to the test your knowledge section of this video. We have desiccation and osmotic pressure. So first off, I'm going to let you know that I do have a worksheet for this video. And if you want the worksheet, I'll be more than happy to email it to you. Just go to the description box below and find my email. Email me and say that you want the desiccation osmotic pressure worksheet for this video, and you can use it to help you study this material. All right, let's get started. With desiccation, tell me everything that you know using the red letters E, A, O, and N. In osmotic pressure, I want you to use the E in pressure and tell me, is it isotonic, hypertonic, or hypotonic when it comes to osmotic pressure? Then I want you to illustrate that and then give me an example. Hey, my rockers, thanks for studying with me. I want to let you know before you go that I do have a microbiology study program. Now, this program is designed to be interactive, repetitive, so that you can remember the material so much better. I also, with every video, have worksheets to help you study along the way. So if you have any questions about the program or you just want one of the worksheets or more, feel free to email me, and my email is in my description box below. Thanks again for watching and studying microbiology, and I will see you in the next one.